Hiya Dave, great to see you back out on the range and do some work with you on your game on Saturday. Quick recap on the key points that we covered. It was all about your accumulators really. Really good things in your swing here now. P6, as the notes suggest on the top right, P6 needs to be that little bit tighter. We need to keep getting the weight loaded in that left side from P4 to P6, allowing us as well to load the accumulators and release the accumulators properly. And this in turn will encourage you to have a little bit more shaft lean and a little bit more compression at P7. Having said that, the first protocol was to control the curve of your golf ball. This is you at the start of the session. We've asked you to hit a pull here, and on the bottom one we've asked you to hit a push. And the only reason we're doing this is to give you an idea of what happens with the accumulators. Now we can see at the top there's a slightly different look at P4, largely because on the top one you've put the ball forward and on the bottom one you've put the ball back, and as a result the swing plane has shifted left and right respectively. So from there what we've got to look at is what happens from the top. Well, when you're struggling to draw the golf ball, accumulator 4 is releasing towards the target line. You can see there where the butt of the club enters the body, enters it on the right shoulder or slightly above the right shoulder. When you're trying to hit the push, accumulator 4 works down more. You can see the butt of the club entering below the right shoulder, and then if we continue that down at P5, you're going to see that the shaft is in a slightly different position with both. So as well as accumulator 4 working down more, or as a result of it working down more, it's actually deeper at P5, so it's lower here at P5 than what we're seeing when we're hitting the pull shot. And that would also suggest as accumulator 4 works down more, or is working down sooner, accumulator 1 is going to start to expand a little bit sooner as well. So we're going to get this deeper, lower position from face on, what we were trying to achieve at P6. And it's all about balancing the downward and the outward. When we're struggling to draw the golf ball, there's too much outward and not enough downward. And when we're pushing and overdrawing, there tends to be too much downward and not enough outward. So it's just really learning what to do with the accumulators, what direction does it work to give us the shots that we want. So again, if we play this down, butt of the club working out towards the target line more, P6, club slightly out in front of the hands, butt of the club working down more, or accumulator 4 releasing sooner, accelerating accumulator 1, and that's giving us a P6 where the club is much more inside the hands. And again, the location of the butt of the club, excuse that line, is lower. So there's been more downward with accumulator 4 and more expanding of accumulator 1 on the bottom footage than there has on the top footage. So working the arms down, a little bit more downward from P4 to P6. Now in regards to overall work, what we're seeing here with Grant Waite is what you need to be working on. From P4 to P5 or P5.5, we need to see more of a release, an earlier release or an acceleration of accumulator 4. We need to see an acceleration of accumulator 1, so in other words, expand the back side of the triangle, try and get this gap between the butt of the club and the shoulder wider sooner. And whilst we're doing that, we want to try and feel that we're getting that loading of accumulator 2. And there will be the 3 areas that we'll work on with you, Dave, at the moment. Accelerate 4, expand the back of the right triangle, and expand the back side of the triangle, so expanding the right arm a little bit sooner. Accumulator 4 working down more and loading accumulator 2, P4 to P5.5. So accelerate 4, accelerate 1 and load 2 more, P4 to P5. That's going to give us a much tighter looking P6 with a weight into the left side, the butt of the club in line with the right thigh. That in turn tightens the radius of the swing, makes it really easy to hit down and out at the golf ball, giving us good compression and good control of the path. Good luck with it, and I look forward to working with you again in the coming weeks.